That's a rocket. That's a rocket Mac battle right there. I thought the first half we were really good at both ends, very efficient. Obviously gave up a deep three. We were up 16. They cut it to 13. Second half, how we started, I thought we gave up some deep threes in transition. 3 and 30 can really shoot it, and I thought we just got too far off of them instead of having ball pressure. And give up a couple. And when they see a couple go in, that's a talented team. I mean, those two transfers, Terry and Nelson, are good. That's a talented team, and just thankful for the win tonight. But Bryce Ford was huge. I think Isaiah coming back and playing better was certainly great. But 17 assists, they'll continue to get better. And I thought, for Tuesday night, cold, a great crowd too. So appreciate the attendance.
What do you think of this change in the starting lineup? I think Bryce played well last year and then played pretty exceptional tonight. Why do you think it's kind of energized things?
I think it's helped a couple things. Now Owinga played really well tonight. It was not because of Jalen Owinga. It was simply I was scared to death of Lopsinger against Western Michigan, his three-point shooting ability. But we played really well there. So when you're playing good, sometimes why make a change? But we knew we had to get Owinga in the game tonight. I thought he played really well. G was solid. Probably would like to get a little more out of Dre off the bench and Seth off the bench tonight. But our starting five was really, really efficient. Look at our numbers. All 5 guys in double figures. They were very, very efficient.
Bryce has been pretty consistent most of the year. Where do you think that consistency comes from in this game?
I think he's just trusting the process. And when he wasn't last year, he thinks he was ready. He probably wasn't ready. And he had moments where he was, and he had bad luck too. He got hurt twice, just when he was starting to play well. So that took away his season. Now this year, he's bought his time, and the one thing about him, though, when he wasn't playing, I never, ever once saw bad body language, disrespectful eye contact, complaining. His dad wasn't complaining. That's huge in our program. I can't say that enough. That's huge in our program.
Sonny and Sam both with 5 rebounds today. How important is it to have your guards be involved in the rebounding like that?
Well, Sam's our leading rebounder. He's done it the whole season. I think he's been our best rebounder. Now, Sonny made some big plays down the stretch, but I think he'd be the first to tell you, that was maybe his worst game of the year. Made some really bad decisions and missed some foul shots, but 5 turnovers for Sonny Wilson is just way too much.
Isaiah, scored 12 points, had a little more offense going, but 6 assists, 2 steals. How important was that part of his game tonight?
He played well tonight, and we need him to score. He played with a chip on his shoulder. He played with some confidence. I've been really happy with him. I think he's been pressing too much, to be honest with you. Just needs to relax out there. And, he wasn't a part of our yoga on Sunday, but he needs it in a bad way.
You guys, obviously the last 4 years, you've been really good in January, but even if you go back the last 8 years, it's really impressive. How important is it to start out well in January and kind of, I don't know if build a cushion is the right word, but
yeah. And we've started with on the road just about every one of those years too. It's important. And I think the reason why we've had really good success in January is just I tell them all the time, hey, you're NBA players right now. There's no school. And hopefully there's no girlfriends around. Hopefully they're gone. It's just us. And all we have is just us getting better every day. And they come in and get extra shots up in the afternoon. They come in and watch some extra film. There's no distractions. There's no school. And our guys have always gotten better. And I think a big part of that is when guys like each other, that's a great time to get better. I've seen some other teams where if they don't like each other, that time when they only have themselves, it's miserable. And that goes back to our culture.
I mean, you withstood 2 runs by Eastern there at the beginning of the second half, and then toward the end, both times you responded well. I don't know, what was it like, I guess, in the huddle in those moments where your lead evaporated?
Like Coach was telling us to stay positive, stay connected. We knew they was gonna go on runs, but we had to go on runs too. And I feel like we didn't want that to get to us, get to our head, so we kept fighting.
Is there a comfort level now that you guys are in the league play and seeing similar systems that you've seen in years past with these opponents?
Yeah, and it's about confidence, comfort. When we played Purdue and Houston, we learned a lot. So these games, we still learning, but we're more connected as a team right now. Yeah.
How much, I mean, you were all here for one of the MAC titles or whatever, but I mean, the program has won 4 straight. Like, is there like a level of confidence when you play in MAC programs, knowing how well you
We get every MAC team's best game, so we got to come out ready to go. They want to beat us since we won 4 straight, so people got that chip on their shoulder, so we got to have that chip on our shoulder too.
How you came in with Bryce, just, I don't know, how would you kind of describe him as a player and what he's kind of done these last few games?
Yeah, last year me and Bryce was on the Go team, so we got a lot of chemistry together. He's a confident player, a shooter, and he loves to work. I'm always in the gym with him late night, and he just loves to work.
How much does that chemistry then carry over, particularly the last 3 minutes where all of a sudden they took their first lead of the game, you guys were able to respond?
Yeah, we all hang out with each other, so in those moments, I feel like we all like each other, and we didn't point the finger, and that helped us at the end.
So you had a great game tonight, but what happened on the technical?
Wait, I'd really just say coming out knowing that I'm in that starting role now, knowing that I have to produce more than I had off the bench, and knowing that Kay sees a lot of me. And now that my confidence is rolling, I feel that I can start producing more and more. And now I'm just more comfortable out there, and it just feels like regular basketball on the park to me.
How much last year, you played well in the non-conference, and then you got hurt right before that Ohio game,
Mm-hmm.
like never really, it seemed like you recovered, you were very inconsistent the rest of the year. Like frustration-wise, mentally, whatever, how much did that bother you?
It didn't really bother me at all, knowing that I know God has me. I know He did that all for a reason, and I just feel that all happened for moments like this. I feel like that built me to get in the gym more, work on myself, and it's just gonna show when the lights are bright.
In a game of runs like today, how difficult is it to manage the emotions and kind of stay focused after a fantastic first half? And they kind of came out and smacked you guys in the mouth in that first 4 minutes of the second half.
Just knowing that basketball is a game of runs, have to stay confident, and I would say just when they go on runs, we have to get back from that and get back on track. But I'd say it starts on defense, and then everything from there is a flow.
How much of a charge do you guys get when one of your guys stands firm down there and picks up a charge and gets that big turnover in defense?
Man, that's a lot, because I'd say most people don't like to take charges. Most people will say they hurt, it's scary, but J1, man, he came up big with that play, and that gave us momentum.
You hit 2 big threes tonight. How much do you want the ball in your hands during those moments?
A lot, especially on the perimeter when I know I'm a knockdown shooter, and I know that people are on help side and in the gap, and all I need is an inch of space to get it off, and I feel confident that it'll go in every time.
How much? I mean, you're from Arizona. You committed late in the process to Toledo. I don't know, what was coming here far away? Was there any sort of second guessing, or I guess why Toledo?
I would just say because of the culture and what Kay had seen in me coming here, and I would just say the past guards that are where I want to be. But I'd say for mostly times like this, what Kay has put me through, the workouts, how he's developed me from how I stepped on campus to now, and just stuff like that.